could all the other animals on an assembly. First arrived the wild ass, and around him walked many reptiles and small mammals. However, they were so small that neither anyone noticed them nor cared about them. After them came the enormous elephant. Once the animals settled, the man started speaking.
As you know, we should make an expedition to Zimbabwe in order to fight the humans who are killing numbers and numbers of our brothers. And I'm talking about the black rhino. If you had seen what Colin and Andrea had prepared, you know that their situation is not good at all.
We need to go and help!
But who will go? Recently, more and more cheetahs have been dying, and we can't risk sending one of them to this dangerous expedition. Usually, I will not complain if carnivores die, as this means longer life for me, but now it's different. Hell, we are all dying.
Yeah, you're right. It is senseless to kill the cheetah in order to save the rhino. We can't even know whether we will succeed. There should be something better.
Oh, I think I have an idea. What is it? Let's ask the Grevy zebra to do it. I've heard that these zebras can run up to 40 miles per hour, almost like a cheetah.
But wait, where is the zebra? Oh, at least I see the horse coming. Disappearing, my friends, like all of us. Sorry for arriving late, but I had a few calculations on my mind. Calculations that tell me that you wild-ass are left with approximately only 2,000 cousins. This means, boys, that there are only 2,000 Grevy zebras left.
But how can that be? Impossible. If you don't do anything and let the poor zebras disappear, it would be very hard for us to maintain vegetation, and these insects would not get off me.
What do you mean by this? Don't you know that zebras eat mainly oat and low-quality plants, which means that they increase the quality of vegetation in places they travel to. This is so because they make place for new green plants to grow. Moreover, this way they provide better food for other herbivores. For example, me. About the insects, it is connected with what I had said above. Insects and zebra very frequently eat the same old plants. Thus, if there are no zebras, there will be a boom in the insect population and they will start harming other herbivores. For example, me.
Ooh, that doesn't sound good. Wait, does this mean that there would be less prey for us carnivores?
Not only that, my poor king, there would be consequences for humans as well. As I had said already, when there are no zebras, vegetation will decline and people's livestock will have less nutritional food to feed with, which will cause many other problems in return.
Wait, but there's good humans as well, and we can't risk ours or people's survival or for the Grevy zebra itself to become extinct.
Yeah, if we let them disappear, for whom I am destroying all the acacia trees.
I don't understand what he means.
The elephant eats and uproots big trees and thus leaves place for grass for grazing per year. They do it because otherwise there will be not enough grass and herbivore population, for example those zebras, will decrease. The worst thing, friends, is that there will be not anyone to occupy the niche between the wild asses and the plain zebras, which will lead to many problems in return. By now you should know why niches are so important.
So, let's go on an expedition and find the zebra. It should be somewhere close.
Right, Kenya.
But we will all go together? I don't think it's a good idea, and I think I'm scared.
Yeah, right, I'll go and you stay here to decide what we will do after we find the zebra to save.
And I'll come too. There is nothing for me here. I want to help.
Okay, go. You wait here and wait and wait. Oh, I guess that we're now left all alone, horse.
I suppose that now we will have to wait and wait and wait.
Just wait.
Just wait.
But they have given us a task.
Yeah, I've already done the thinking.
Oh, so you want to tell me that you know how to save the Grevy zebra from extinction?
Well,
I knew it. You don't know.
No, you don't understand me.
Of course I do.
No. I meant I know what should be done, but these are two big decisions. They do not depend on me.
That sounds smart. And what exactly are your decisions?
Follow me if you want to understand. We should decide on which current threats for the zebra we will work on. Which of them could be changed by us. For example, if one of the problems is climate, we cannot do anything about it. However, if it is competition, we can talk to the other animals and reach a consensus.
Oh, that gives me an idea.
What idea?
Of whom may we ask for help?
Great, tell me what you have on mind.
Well, you know that the Grevy zebra have been living really well with the oxpecker birds recently. I think they both help each other or something like that.
That's right. The bird settles on the zebra and starts eating the many small parasites on the big mammal. This way the oxpecker manages easily to get food, and the zebra gets clean from harmful parasites. And this relationship is called mutualism, if you don't know.
I do. It was just on the tip of my tongue.
Surely, but I don't see how you could help. This would help.
Well, we can ask the oxpecker to talk with the other big and powerful birds when they have an assembly and ask them if they could do something to help us in our mission. This way, not only will we lower competition level, but we will also make some friends, which might be helpful with further tasks.
Whoa, that's a great idea, Wild Ass. Honestly, I did not expect it, especially from you.
Hey!
Oh, this means that we can ask the ostrich too. I'm sure he can ask someone for help.
But why? What can the ostrich do? How is he connected with all the things?
Well, he knows a lot about the Grevy zebra because he lives in mutualism with it as well.
How does this happen?
The Grevy zebra has poor eyesight and the ostrich has poor hearing. Thus, when there are carnivores around them, they warn each other and so manage to escape.
Oh, that's very nice, but I guess we should not tell the lion because he probably doesn't like this type of relationship. That's a good beginning, and what is the second step for continuing?
The second step is to identify solutions to each problem and how they could be achieved. It is important to keep in mind that this should be manageable.
Okay, let's start with the real solutions now. What are they?
First, we should talk to the humans.
Maybe it would be best if the lion does this, as he is our king. But I do not see why we would do this. After they're not so good.
If we raise the attention of the people, they can study the patterns in which these zebras travel and are distributed, their competitors and habitat, and thus know better how to protect them by conservation planning. Moreover, they can make breeding programs in order to increase the populations of zebras.
Nice, and I guess they also could send defenders in this area so they will prevent more hunting of zebras.
This is a great idea, as the major threat for the zebras has always been hunting.
And I have heard that another problem had been some problems with water supplies. Isn't it like this?
Yeah, we can tell humans how to manage the water supply and choose by distributing it more evenly between livestock and wild animals.
Oh, I didn't expect that. Okay, so now we only need to wait for the elephant and the lion to come back in order to start action.
Yeah, and once they are here, we can start everything, and hopefully we'll manage to save the Grevy zebra.
Hooray!
And now we've got just to wait and wait and wait.
Lion and the elephant are on their way to find the Grevy zebra. After countless days of searching, they have reached the Lake Apia Plateau.
We have gone through unimaginable lengths to find the zebra in its most populated habitat. In the dry season, how could it be that there is no trace of it?
Isn't it obvious? As always, it's those bloody humans. You can always count on my elephant's memory to prove that. Grevy zebras were hunted for their precious skin back in the 1970s. They have been protected by a hunting ban in Kenya since 1977 and are illegally protected in Ethiopia. I even remember when they made the list of endangered species in the distant 1985. And for the last 18 years, they have declined by more than 50%.
But could hunting be the sole reason for their drastic decline?
Even in Ethiopia, where it's the primary cause, there's more to it, I'm sure. Just think about all those farmers and ranchers we've passed by on our way here.
Right, their poverty was almost always fenced, but how could that be linked to the zebras?
Well, it's because of the competitive relationship between the zebras and the livestock that farmers fence their property with, which restricts zebras' grazing lands and blocks their migratory routes.
So, we have it figured out halfway through. Since zebras are predominantly grazers, they compete with the ever-increasing livestock population and agricultural crops for water.
And during the dry season, they rely on permanent water sources, but water supply in rivers has been reduced in the recent years.
Yeah, once I heard that the dry season river flow of the Ivasu and Gera River has been reduced by 90% for the past 3 decades.
And now that more and more land is converted to agricultural use, we will be lucky to find even one Grevy zebra. Better go to South or Samburu where they are still widespread. The lion and the elephant go to South or Samburu in hopes to find a zebra. After hours of fruitless search, they are on the verge of giving up.
Elephant, the Grevy zebras are certainly extinct. There is no way around it. And next time, update your statistics before we waste another precious month in which we could have saved the rhino.
But look, there is one right there approaching us.
Good strangers, you've come a long way to save me, but the final strike to a population like ours, a disease outbreak, is exactly what happened to my species. I'm one of the survivors of the anthrax outbreak in southern Samburu. The many victims of the outbreak were burned so that the anthrax spores were disposed of. It was a pain to see the ashes of my deceased brothers collected in those tiny human cubes and doubled back. All they are now is dust in the wind. So, why are you here to save me when we, the poor grave zebras, are long gone?
Brother, you know well the complex workings of Mother Nature. What disturbs one like this in the whole ecosystem is enough for it to collapse.
Only if you're a keystone species.
No, you're important too.
Please don't argue.
Okay, let's all of us now get back to the horse and the wild ass.
They should have found how to save you by now.
Let's go!